I do just have to comment on Austen's view of theater. Because I'm a playwright and an occasional actress, the topic of acting is very important to me, and this is the only novel where she deals with it at length. And it's easy to misread Mansfield Park thinking that Austen is condemning theater. Austen is not so simple as to think or say that theater is bad, but neither is she so simple as to say that theater is good. In fact, let me quote again from this wonderful novel. This is Sir Thomas describing Fanny's wise heart and mind, but it could also describe Austen herself. He says, "You have an understanding which will prevent you from judging partially. You will take in the whole. You will consider times, persons, and probabilities." Now, this consideration of times, persons, and probabilities is crucial in Jane Austen's moral philosophy. Certain things are good in some contexts, but bad in others. Austen and her family loved theater. They attended public performances and they participated in private performances, much like the one described in Mansfield Park. Austen herself acted. She is not anti-theater. But she understands times, persons, and probabilities in a context like Mansfield Park. A bunch of young people, a few of whom are already attracted to each other. Both Maria and Julia find Henry Crawford appealing, and he leads them both on, even though Maria is engaged. And of course, Mary and Edmund are attracted to each other. In this context, acting out a play called Lovers' Vows is not wise. Maria's and Henry's characters are in love in the play, and Mary's and Edmund's characters are in love. So it's toying with human emotions for them to act these characters. Now, I get it. This is an 18th century play. There are no R-rated scenes or anything, but Jane Austen is perceptive enough to know that even something as seemingly innocent in the play as Henry's character taking Maria's hand and pressing it to his heart is not a good idea. Maria is committed to marry someone else, but she and Henry have been flirting for weeks, and now they are aggravating this already unhealthy situation by rehearsing over and over again this, emotional, affectionate scene between their characters. It's just a bad idea. And similarly, in the play, Mary Crawford's character and Edmund's discuss love and marriage in terms even Miss Crawford finds embarrassing. But it's justified because it's only a play. Well, here's the thing about theater. Whatever we do, even if we are just pretending, affects us in one way or another. Art imitates life, and life imitates art. We tend to become what we pretend to be. Can we counteract this tendency? Sure, in some cases, but we cannot ignore it. And as a playwright myself, I'm constantly facing this question: where to draw the line? What emotions or characters might be harmful for actors to portray? And there's no one-and-done answer for this. We just have to consider times and persons and probabilities. What may be innocuous for one group of performers could be detrimental to another. And this is where Austen is so wise. She does not condemn theater. In fact, even her conservative heroine Fanny finds theater entertaining and moving and acknowledges Henry Crawford in particular as an excellent actor, despite her disapproval of his morals, or lack thereof. But Fanny's moral philosophy is well enough developed not just to see the world in black and white. Theater is either okay or not okay. She can appreciate the art of it, but recognizes that the timing is not wise, the people involved, the probabilities of what emotions will be stirred. Now, perhaps this all sounds completely outdated and irrelevant. Many readers do find Fanny's, and therefore Jane Austen's, discomfort with the details of the play in Mansfield Park just incomprehensible. But I hope that readers will try to understand the nuances of Austen's approach here. Even if we who are involved in theater today choose to draw our lines in different places, Austen's reasoning is as relevant today as it was then. We mustn't just flatly categorize things in our mind as good or bad, okay or not okay. We must seriously take into account in each and every situation times and persons and probabilities.